I would probably go with the same lineup we went with on Sunday. The only possible exception would be we want to put Bryce Cartwright in there and bring Zach off the bench. That would be the one other thing that I would think about. Well, Brahmer's been terrific. I thought he did a lot of good things. He was in foul trouble a lot, so his minutes were a lot less than I wanted. I wanted him to play a lot more. Andrews really impressed me. You know, the only thing that was disappointing was he picked up that fourth foul because I wanted him to stay out there for another 5-6 minutes and impact the game. Archie, you know, he was terrific. Now, he was in there more at the end, but 3 weeks ago, I wasn't expecting anything from him. He was limping around. He had knee surgery prior to the season. He was stumbling and fumbling and just, you know, it was really a non-factor. I mean, Stokes was way ahead of him. He wasn't even getting practice reps. But he started feeling better, and he started asserting himself. I got on him pretty intently, and he responded. So, you know, looking like now we might get something out of him this year. I mean, he's long, he's got a body, and as long as he stays within himself, he can be an effective player. It's always difficult. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes your connections really help you. Most of the good players sign early. There are a number of junior college players. There are some who will wait that are high school players. So occasionally you'll have some real good players who have some academic issues. But you can always find a Kenny Hasbrook. You know, we signed Kenny Hasbrook. It's almost June, you know, and ended up making the Miami Heat, and he's got his number retired. So you never know. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you sign a guy that you think is going to be great. So, you know, it's difficult when you get a job late to scramble. And what I did was, I just didn't go sign bodies. You know, Melson I knew would be an impact player, and Bryce Cartwright I knew would be an impact player. And if I didn't think, I should say, if I wasn't 100% certain they were going to be impact players, we weren't offering them a scholarship. And I had plenty. And I could have gone and tried to sign a couple of people. I know we need a big guy, but I wasn't going to sign a big guy who I didn't think could be a good player in the Big Ten, just to sign a big body. I was willing to wait. The beauty of spring recruiting is you have, as I said the other day, a real chance to evaluate your team and address specific needs. He has a chance to be pretty good, I think. Now he's got to maintain his energy level. He's an energy guy. You know, I tell him he's like Rodman. You know, that's how he has to play, all over the offensive glass. He's got phenomenal speed and quickness at 6'7". And he's only 192 pounds right now, so I look at him and say, okay, how about when he's 222? Because he can jump and he understands how to play. He's not just an athlete that's running around. He's running around with a purpose. And he can score. Well, he can't really shoot, but he can score. So I won't ask him. I'm not going to run any down screens for him. I'm not going to run any flare screens for him. He's just going to have to go get it off the glass and attack the rim and put pressure on the ball, play the point of the press. I mean, he's learning all this, and he's taking it all in, and he's been impressive. And he's lifting. He's on an accelerated lifting program. He lifts more than everybody else. So if he wants it, you know, he could be a good player here. There's not a doubt in my mind, because there's very few people 6'7" that are that athletic.
I think he mentioned before that his dad came in around 6'7", 6'8", and then grew into 6'10" or 6'11". Would that be a hope too at some point?
Yeah, that would be. You definitely put him on scholarship then.
Yeah, Def, I went to the Vine, and I think the owner was there. He's like, oh, 111 points, that's great, that's awesome. I mean, I think people are excited about that. That's fun to watch, and I think we're going to really fill this place up soon. He said that one thing that Coach does is really instill trust in the point guard, which Coach did. Before the game, he says, kind of run the show, and me and Coach have a great relationship. I think that's one of the best things that a point guard coach can have, especially the point guard's kind of the coach on the floor. Ronald kind of said that, he's a great guy to play for, which I think you guys know, we know that Coach is a great guy.
It made me something to put on there and wrap up and tape up and just give it a go on Friday and see how it feels practice. And it's just still kind of up in the air, but he's the doctor, he's not sure how it's going to feel and what to expect, but it's not 100% risk-free by trying to go out there, but I feel like I can try and give it a go.
But it is healing proper.
Yeah, he was pretty excited. It was like an hour ago I was there. He thought it felt right and felt good, and excited about how it's healing up. It's just real stiff for being in the cast for a while. Yeah, if they allow me to go out there and I can take it and still be helpful and not catch and shoot and dribble, I'll be out there playing.
It's been real good. It seems like everybody's together. All we have is each other, because kind of people are doubting us and stuff like that. So today we come in here, it's a good bond with the players and the coaches. And this is one of the few teams I've been on where there's no egos. I've been on a lot of teams with egos. And so, it just feels good to play with people who don't have egos, because then people are more comfortable with each other, people are not scared to talk to each other about what's going on the court. So I definitely been enjoying my teammates, just practicing every day.